So England got knocked out by Argentina, and whilst I personally don't care, I wouldn't have supported England anyway. And here's why. When I was younger, back in primary school days, and I remember watching the World Cup, England were competing. They were playing against Brazil, I believe, at the time. I think it was the quarterfinals or something like that, back in the early 2000s. And I remember enjoying sitting down in the primary school assembly and watching the World Cup with all of your classmates and your friends and things like that. And I remember feeling a sense of inclusivity at that moment. I didn't feel excluded, even though I was the only black kid in my class. And maybe the only black kid in... No, I think there was another black kid in the school. But I grew up in a predominantly white area in New Moston, North Manchester. It's kind of suburban area in the UK. And now it's a lot more diverse. There's a lot more West African people, Nigerians, a lot more Afro-Caribbean people. But growing up, it wasn't like that. And not that I felt excluded really in my primary school, to be honest. I didn't really feel that way. There was only a couple of times I experienced, that I can think of off the top of my head, that I experienced outright racism. And looking back, maybe there was a teacher. Looking back, I can see this in hindsight. Maybe there was a teacher that treated me a certain way on a certain occasion that I can remember anyway. I remember feeling a certain thing from this particular teacher that didn't feel right. And I wonder if that was racism. But again, I don't know. Just speculating. My point is, I felt a lot better about supporting England back then. And I was into football a bit more. When I got to college, I tried to force it in high school, like, oh yeah, I watch football and stuff like that. Got to college, I realised it's not the sport that I enjoy, right? I enjoyed playing it, didn't really enjoy watching it. There's no sport I really enjoyed watching. I enjoyed playing football, basketball, badminton. Wasn't really great at tennis, but I played it, but not really great at it. Rounders, gymnastics, all of these different sports that I enjoyed playing, but I didn't enjoy watching. MMA was the only sport I enjoyed watching. That's the only it's really the only sport I enjoyed watching, to the point where I was obsessed with it. But anyway, I wouldn't support England today if I did watch football because of the amount of racist rhetoric that you can see right now online, to the point where I'm thinking, what's the point in black players being on the team if they're being abused so heavily by the fans? And this is nothing new, obviously. This has been going on for years. But it seems to be at a peak right now, to where I'm hearing about different black and Asian fans and different fans of ethnic minority backgrounds are in pubs and bars. And me personally, I don't drink, so I wouldn't be in those places anyway. But I would like to think that if I was to go into a certain venue where the World Cup is playing, England are playing specifically, and they lose, perhaps maybe a black player does something wrong, right? They make a mistake on the field, and then everybody in that venue is targeting me. What's the point in that? Just because somebody else, a completely different person. This is how strange racism is. Someone completely separate from myself did something, and I'm attacked as a result. Why does that make sense? A white player can do something wrong on the field, make a mistake, and black people don't go attacking them. South Asian people don't go attacking them. What is this thing of racism? And that's why I want to support England. And obviously the history, as I've gotten older, I've realised the history behind this nation. And obviously even last year, in 2025, with the England flags going up and the racist rhetoric behind that. Like, I've got nothing against the England flag or the United Kingdom in and of itself. But what it was used to represent, how can you expect a person of colour to feel comfortable supporting a team where a lot of the fans, I don't even know if it's the majority, but the loud minority, and who knows if it's the majority, maybe You know what I mean? You don't know sometimes what's in someone's heart. But there are a loud minority, at least, who aren't being checked by the majority. And they're spewing all of this hate just because of the colour of your skin. Yet major players on their team, on their national team, look like me. They're being used for their talent.
If you're not ethnically English, Scottish or Welsh, well then you're not British. So just because you play for the England team, that doesn't make you English.
So you're proving his point. If the players aren't English, then the win isn't English. Don't celebrate, don't cheer, don't say, it's coming home. 77% of the players are of immigrant descent, which is the majority of the team. So you shouldn't celebrate when they score, you shouldn't celebrate when England wins the whole World Cup, and when the entire country is celebrating, you better not celebrate, because according to your definition, the win's not for England. The win's for Africa, according to your definition. However, the rest of the country, like normal people, will celebrate the win because the players are English. Also, I just wanted to add, if even playing for England doesn't make you English, then what does? These guys have contributed more for England than you ever will, and you still don't consider them English. Declan Rice is Irish, but you'll never see them saying that he isn't English, simply because he's white. So is the colour of their skin all that matters, and not the countless contributions they make for the country?
It's ridiculous. You might get people saying, oh, go back to your own country then. Well, look at this. It's not photoshopped. Not photoshopped at all. In fact, I'll go get it right now. It's right here. Open it up, you say. See that? I'll zoom in for you. Place of birth, Manchester. The government can't strip me of my citizenship here. I can't be made stateless. I don't have dual nationality. I was born and raised in Manchester. By all means, I am British, black British. Although a lot of people will say, no, you're not. No, you're not. And a lot of people, I understand it's not every single white person, right? I'm not trying to say that. There are a lot of people who will accept the fact that I am British, English, or whatever. But obviously it's nationality. Ethnically, I'm Afro-Caribbean. Clearly. But my main point is that it's a shame that somebody who is born and brought up in this country can't feel comfortable supporting something as small as football. If somebody enjoyed playing football when they were younger and they enjoyed watching the sport, supporting different teams, just because of the colour of their skin, there are a lot of people who try to make them feel uncomfortable supporting the national team. That's a shame. And it's evil. But thank you for watching. Take care. Oh, and by the way, actually, before I go, I just realised this isn't actually a purposeful choice for the video, though. I did go out and buy this, but not purposefully to support England. I actually got this months ago. This is actually a rugby shirt, funnily enough. It's not a football shirt. And I got this because I was literally on my way to training. I do MMA, been doing it since 2014, officially. Had a few years off here and there, so training about 9 years altogether, something like that. But I had no t-shirt, and I needed a t-shirt, so I went to Aldi around the corner from the gym and bought this. This was the only one that I had in my size where I could train in. So this is the reason why I got this. Somebody asked me the other day, actually, when England were playing, not recently, but one of the matches, like, oh, you going to watch the game, mate? And I was like, nah, and I explained quickly that this is actually a rugby shirt, and I just got it randomly. And we all started laughing about it. But it's funny. But that's how it should be, right? So that person shouldn't just look at me and think, you're not from here, why are you wearing that? Because I've heard people saying that to people. Like, I've not had that yet. I've been riding around Manchester and no one said that to me yet. But that's disgusting. Right? Just because they're not white and they're wearing an England shirt, they're not from here and they shouldn't be wearing it.